Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Solo token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, with that being said, we haven't covered Solo for quite a while. And as you can see, I did have this buy zone for you for a couple of months now, I think. And I did tell you that around about 30 cents is where I expect the price to go to. And that is actually where we landed right now. As you can see, we're we got to 32 cents here, but I did have this buy zone from $1.22 and all the way down to 31-ish cents, around about 31 cents, yeah. And as you can see, we've slowly made our way down here to the bottom of this buy zone. Now, do I think we can go even lower than 30 cents? That is possible if we have any more black swan events, any major bearish FUD in the markets and in the media. That could definitely dump the prices. That could definitely dump the Bitcoin price, and with that, all the altcoins are going to bleed. Now, right now we are on the weekly chart, so you can see that there is a major resistance level here. These 4 weeks weren't able to close above this resistance level over here. So around about $5.50 is your major resistance level on the weekly chart. That is where you are going to need to see some power from the bulls to get yourself above this area, back test it as support, and continue on from there. But that is a long way from where we are right now. Obviously, a lot of people bought in at these high prices over here with the news that we had back at the end of October of the airdrop. So looking at the EMAs, we have the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line, and we have the 55 EMA, which is the red line. Now, as you can see, they just crossed over here. As you can see, the 20 crossed below the 55. That is a death cross. That is a bearish cross, whatever you want to call it. And that is quite a negative thing because, as you can see, the last time we had this cross, we did manage to move even further down a couple of weeks later after the cross was created. And from there, we started recovering back in October once we got the news. But do I think we are going to go lower? Like I said, I don't know. It depends on the news. The markets are very volatile right now. It is definitely, what I can tell you for sure, that it is definitely a good buying opportunity right now for any of you who were looking to dollar cost average into Sologenic. This is your opportunity to do so. And I'm gonna check all the listings for Sologenic, and I'm gonna potentially do an update regarding that because we haven't done an update on the Sologenic listing. But yeah, that's regarding the weekly EMAs. If we jump into the RSI here, now the stochastic RSI on the weekly chart is in the oversold. So this basically means that it is good to get into the project right now while it's in the oversold below the index of 20. If it's going to start, getting above the index of 80 over here, just like it was over here, you're going to get overbought, and that will potentially be your great entry or exit point. And yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. Obviously, it depends on how long you plan to hold the token. If you're staking it, then good for you. I do have a staking video on how to stake the Solo token. Now, if we jump into the weekly RSI here, as you can see, the RSI moving average is simply static. It literally isn't doing anything, no movements. So I think with any major news from the Sologenic team, I think the price can really pump up from here, from where we are. So this is definitely a great buying opportunity. So definitely keep an eye on the weekly RSI. So that is pretty much it for the weekly chart. Let's jump into the daily. Now, jumping into the daily, we have bearish crosses across the board. We have a bearish cross with the 20 and the 55, with the 20 and the 200, and with the 55 and the 200 EMA. The purple moving average is the 200 exponential moving average. So as you can see, we do have some sort of a bottoming out process starting to form over here. So we do have a potential bottom over here. We've bounced off of this area around about 32 cents. We're coming back even lower right now. Actually, we did get below 31 cents over here. But like I said, the gap in between the 20 EMA and the 55 EMA is very big. So this is usually an indicator of a potential move to the upside. This is usually the case once you are going up. As you can see, look at the gap in between the 20 and the 55. You get overextended. Once you start coming back down for support, it isn't that strong because of the gap. And as you can see, you plummet down. Obviously, that happened because of the airdrop, but you know, this is just something to keep an eye on. Obviously, a major resistance level over here would be the 20 EMA. We're failing to get over it. I'm just going to remove this for a second. We're failing to break through the 20 EMA. We tried to do it here back at the beginning of February. We got rejected from there, got sent back down, and now we're potentially starting to move up once again. As you can see, we're having a pretty big candle here, and the market is looking like it wants to recover, but obviously with everything going on in the world right now, it is very volatile, so don't be fooled and don't make any, you know, any emotional decisions. Obviously, I would just recommend on stacking up your crypto right now. I wouldn't be selling anything. And as you can see here, we got rejected from the 20 EMA. We're potentially going to get rejected from the 20 EMA over here. But the important thing is we need to break the 20, attack the 55, and we need to break this swing high at 56 cents. Once we do that, you can potentially look for targets to the upside. So I'm just going to bring back the buy zone. That is pretty much it. If I jump into the daily RSI over here, as you can see, we are in a steady recovery over here, as you can see on the RSI. So we are having an exaggerated bullish divergence right now. This basically means that the RSI is printing higher lows while the price action isn't, and the price action is simply bouncing off of a support over here. As you can see, we had a bounce from here and a bounce from here. So basically, this is a bullish divergence. We can potentially expect a move to the upside, but obviously all the altcoins are dependent on Bitcoin. So that is the big boy. That is the major crypto that you should be eyeballing. And like I said, all the altcoins are good to buy. Pretty much all of them are good to buy right now, and stack up, stake your crypto, make it work for you. And yeah, that is the best advice that I can give you right now. If you look at the stochastic RSI, as you can see, this was the best opportunity to be getting into the project based on the stochastic. But as you can see, you're based on the price action, you're still in a very good position to dollar cost average in. So the stochastic is potential. You could potentially wait until you get back down here, right? But based on the price action right now, it is a very good price to enter right now. So that is pretty much it, guys. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, even though I don't post anything on there right now. Feel free to join the Patreon. I want to thank all the donations during these difficult times, and I do want to thank everyone for sticking on the Patreon. Some people did leave, understandable, because no content is out on Patreon for a couple of weeks because of the situation in Ukraine, but hopefully things will normalize very soon, and I'm trying to get the content up and running. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.